bragging, you gotta wait. Ain't no capping, I'm on a date. Money on my mind, it gotta stay. Yeah, I'm on my grind, I can't relate. Chasing dreams, yeah, there's no delay. Why you laughing? No time to play. Showing love, yeah, no need to hate. I'm on time now, I'm never late.
As you guys can see by the title below, I think it is about that time that we talk about, the demon herself, Upper Moon Zero Susamaru. Well, I mean, she's not really an Upper Moon, but that's basically how she is in Demon Slayer the Hinokami Chronicles. And of course, if you guys haven't known, there was a big event hosted by Galopku called Ultimate Burst, and he hosted a bunch of anime arena fighter games. Think of it as an anime Evo, so shout out to Galopku for that. But there's this post that was posted on Twitter about, a specific match, the grand finals. And when they seen the clip of it, which I'm showing you guys right now, you can see that a lot of people aren't really too happy about how the grand finals went, because in the competitive scene for Demon Slayer now, it's all kind of coming down to Susamaru mirrors, or Susamaru winning the tournament herself. And it's quite the problem that we have here. The devs decided to buff her in the last patch, and it still doesn't really make sense why they did that. And the buff that she received changed basically the whole comp scene in general. Now, ever since she did get buffed, there were ways to people are starting to find out a specific team to counter her, which is Blood-Eye Tanjiro, with Ed Zenitsu as assist, and his assist is very powerful and really helps a lot for Blood-Eye Tanjiro specifically, and especially for that matchup. And it's great and all, it's the counter to Susamaru, but by no means it's a winning matchup for the team. If anything, it's an even matchup. Now, the character Susamaru herself, even before the whole balance patch, she was always like a strong character. She was always strong. The thing is that one of the most powerful things about her is the way, how her normals work, that they are projectiles that you cannot just dash through like in Storm, or use your skills and whatnot. You kind of have to like play around it and then get in and make your move. That's kind of like how she played. And then she would have her piercing kick, which is extremely fast, and due to the netcode, it's basically kind of unreactable at certain ranges. But the main thing that was good to stop her was that you can push block lunge her piercing kick. She can't just throw it out for free. So it kind of forced players pre-patch to make a smarter decision whether or not to go in instead of doing it for free now, because not only is Susamaru very, very hard to approach, and most of the roster is not really approaching her at all. It does not matter if your dash speed is level 2 or 3. It's the toolkit she has with her powerful zoning that makes her a problem, and also her very absurd damage that she does also. So there's a lot of factors that really play into this character and why she's strong. And to be honest, they probably saw people just sitting back in the map and just waiting for Susamaru to approach, and then wait for her to do piercing kicks so you can push block lunge it. And the devs probably saw that and they was like, what, nah, that's not fair. Let's give her a cancel so she can play the game, when they forgot that she never had to really play the game. She can always play passive, and the matchups didn't change for most characters, but instead of it getting better, it got a lot worse due to the piercing kick being able to be canceled on guard. Now, my problem with Susamaru is a bit different than everybody else's. Everybody says her piercing kick, on the cancel on guard is a problem. That's not really the thing that kind of bothers me when it comes to this character. It's a little bit different. I do like that she can cancel now, not because it's still kind of ridiculous. I would have never decided to buff it, but because they gave her that, it's whatever. She can come in now and feel more safe. I want her to be up close. I don't want her to stay in the back of the map, staying away from me, and I have to chase her. The problem is the other things about her. Susamaru does entirely too much damage. She also has the fastest parry recovery in the game, And she also has a damage multiplier of 1.15. Now, if you don't know what the damage multiplier is, it's the amount of damage the characters take in the game. And as a demon, for some reason, with the very powerful toolkit that she has, she only takes 1.15. Now, she does not heal that much, but the fact that it's super hard to approach her already as it is, and then you have to factor in boosting and Surge gets her her resources back, you're just playing the hard game all over again. So for some reason, I don't know why she takes less damage than like Yahaba and some of the other demons in the game, but she definitely needs to be taking a lot more damage, like 1.20, to be honest, 1.25 if I'm being honest. Also, she has the strongest Surge in the game, because the first balance patch that they did in the beginning of the game, they gave her more guard damage. So like I said, this character is all over the place. The things I would change was, like I said, I would give her a damage decrease on her demon skills and charge piercing kick by like 5 to 10%, maybe like damage reduction, and her parry recovery, I would make it normal. Parry recovery is just ridiculously it's too fast. It's too fast. Like, she has so many good things about her, and there's not a lot of characters that can counter her. And if I was to make a tier list again based off of what I've seen from recent events, I'd probably put her the only character in S+, because Akaza is not as crazy anymore due to the new DLC characters and the other characters getting buffed. There's more characters that can fight him now, and he doesn't even have anything too crazy ever since they nerfed his air type, which was a very great nerf. Now back to the main point, Susamaru as a character. For the competitive scene, and when people see her play the game and run into her on rank, it does, pretty much drive those players away from the game. And you know what? I don't blame them. I really don't blame them. When I fight this character, she basically, you're never really fighting her for fun. You kind of gotta pick, an absolute, the best of the best to fight her. But that's meta. That's normal in the game. You have to fight meta with meta. That's just how it is. But yeah, she's just a little bit ridiculous in terms of her toolkit and stuff, and I just think she needs a nerf. It's quite simple. Now everybody's talking about banning her, and well, I can see that would be a pretty much probably the best thing for the community, I suppose, to be a little bit more entertaining for the viewers. It probably would be the best. Because basically people would just go to the next best thing, but the next best thing isn't as strong as the current best thing, if you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's pretty much what I all wanted to say. I think, like I said, who knows what the devs were thinking about when they buffed this character or made changes to this character. Who knows? I don't know if this video would ever even give it attention, give this, the attention to the devs or whatnot. Who knows if, and we can't even say the DLC, if they add the Season 3 DLC, we can't even know for a fact that they will be counters to Susamaru and have new meta, because we have 6 new DLC characters and only one of them is considered viable. Well, two of them is like the max viable. The other ones can be used, but none of them are really actually boxing this character besides 1 or 2. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I definitely had to get this out here. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know what you guys think in the comments about Susamaru and what should be changed.
Left so long ago, there ain't nothing left. And your feelings now seeming so upset. Looking back now, wish we never met. In the mirror now, keep myself in check. Cause every time that I guess, living with the pain always stabbing my chest.